Hello all, my name is Olivia Brock and today I will be presenting my project titled Scientific Communication of Anthropogenic Climate Change, Methods to Overcome the Challenge of Communicating Uncertainty to Climate Dismissive Individuals. Science is intrinsically uncertain, and this presentation will focus on anthropogenic climate change. Anthropogenic climate change refers to impacts on Earth's system in relation to human activity. Climate dismissive individuals are those who do not believe climate change is happening or that it is caused by human activity and strongly oppose climate action and policy. In order to best communicate uncertainty, scientists should know their audience, and I will be discussing a few tools that scientists and communicators can also use. Here is a chart titled The Six Americas Quiz, created by the Yale Program on Climate Change Communities and George Mason Universities, where 1,114 Americans were surveyed. As you can see, 9% of those surveyed were climate dismissive individuals who had the lowest belief in global warming. They were the least concerned and the least motivated. Getting inside the minds of climate dismissers. Climate dismissers also often have predispositions, including religion and socioeconomic status. There is also the confirmation bias. Individuals look for information that is in line with existing beliefs and reject information that contradicts them. Information can also be emotionally charged, and these are used frequently to counteract science as individuals follow the path of least resistance within their beliefs and values. There is also the political agenda, as climate dismissive individuals are often conservatives. How then can scientists effectively communicate with climate dismissive individuals? Firstly, scientists should communicate that science is an imperfect knowledge, and this should be a motivation for preventative action, as science is an ongoing debate. There is also the false balance, where climate arguments are contradicted by politicians and scientific consensus is often overlooked. Scientists should avoid using big numbers, such as greenhouse gas emissions or temperature increases, and instead use economic numbers, such as comparing a renewable energy economy to a fossil fuel economy. Scientists should also lead with what they know and avoid caveats before stating a take-home message. Scientists should also transfer from uncertainty to risk, which can help weigh costs versus benefits or gains versus losses of political action and policy regarding anthropogenic climate change. A shift from if to when is also necessary. 97% of climate scientists are in consensus, but it is not a matter of if climate change is happening, it is when its impacts will be felt. There is also the definitive outcome and time versus outcome. A definitive outcome should be stated, such as sea levels will rise 50 centimeters at an uncertain time, such as between the years 2060 and 2065. There is also comparative framing, as will be discussed in the following case study. Scientists from the University of Exeter in the United Kingdom in 2011 created a survey with 88 participants, in which there was a negative frame and a positive frame. In the negative frame, questions were posed, such as an 80% chance of extreme weather happening above a 2 degrees Celsius increase, versus in the positive frame, there is a 20% chance extreme weather will not be caused by a 2% increase in global temperatures. After reading all 10 questions, individuals were asked to reflect on the likelihood of engaging in environmental behaviors, such as recycling, biking, and walking. And the results showed that a low uncertainty in the negative frame created a stronger willingness to act, and a positive frame created no impact, as individuals weighed loss versus gains. In conclusion, uncertainty does not undermine what scientists already know about climate change. And scientists are in consensus not of if climate change is happening, but if when the impacts will be fully shown. To best communicate, scientists need to understand climate dismissive individuals, their predispositions, and understand the false balance and how to address this by explaining that climate change and science overall is an ongoing debate as more information is learned daily. There also needs to be the use of effective tools, such as using if, versus when versus if, as well as understanding positive and negative framing. Thank you so much for listening. Here is a list of my resources that I used. Thank you so much for listening.